I had to walk that way so that I could calm myself down. That's a Sun Life Wall of Famer, Brian Berlikoff. You know, the idea of preserving cash flow for peace of mind when life can change in the blink of an eye. Probably an outstanding story for all of us to remember. Please thank one more time Mr. Brian Berlikoff. Thank you, Brian. Well, listen, we'll change the pace a little bit now. Amy Tong will be here, Amy Tong from Toronto. She is short in stature, but tall in production, integrity, and enthusiasm. Amy Tong has had an amazingly successful 31-year career in the life insurance business. She'll surprise you with her secrets, as she did me. And now, please welcome Amy Tong from Richmond Hill. Amy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to share my 31 years experience with you today. My topic is M&M. It's not the candy, but motivation and momentum. So we need the motivation to set the goals and the momentum to achieve it. At the same time, the mind set up the goal, and also we need the body. We have a physical body, a healthy body to achieve the goal. But what if our body is not healthy? Then we'll say to the mind, I need to stop. I don't want to work. Please slow down. So the mind is not happy because they want to achieve the goal, and the body is not happy is because I can't do it. So today, I'm going to make you a happy agent. So I want to give you the tips to get a healthy body, a healthy mind, so we become a happy agent and protect our client. Do you like the idea? Okay, now I want to share with you my tips of being healthy. It's diet, nutrition, sleep as sound as a baby, and exercise. So when we come to nutrition, this is my perfect breakfast. Every morning, I have fruit, nuts, seeds, it's all organic. Carbs, organic sweet potato, and natural vitamin, not synthetic. So this is my perfect breakfast. When we come to sleep, I recommend people to have at least 7 hours of sleep. If you can't do it, no problem. Get a power nap in the afternoon. Then we come to exercise. I recommend people to have a momentum to do exercise. That means we do cardio and stretching at least half an hour to 45 minutes a day. So instead of doing 3 hours in one day per week, I recommend people to have a momentum to do every day. And energy, I believe in crystal healing. So you can see all my crystal. We have different color that give me energy of my body. So I match my clothing, become part of my passion, and also part of my style, fashion. And also we have to keep a balance of life. This is my family. And I always have time for them. So that means we are very close to each other. We discuss a lot of things together, and we have family vacation and family dinner. My husband is helping me in the business. We are doing it together. He takes care of the MJ, I take care of my clients. So we have a balance of career. And I always positive. I have a positive attitude. This is very important because positive attitude is contagious. It will come to your client. The positive attitude will go to yourself, your family. So how are we going to keep up the positive attitude? Because we have a lot of ways to build our confidence. I give you two ways to give me confidence. I always want to be taller. But how can I make myself taller and walk comfortably like a man? I don't like high heel. Okay? So I have to thank you for the shoe designer. This is my height enhancement shoes. I'm 4 inches taller today. I can see you in the back. Another secret I want to share with you today. Very important secret. I can make your wrinkle disappear in 1 second. Do you like to know the trick? In 1 second, every morning, I take my I take my phone and make a selfie with a beauty cam. I'm 20 years younger. I put the image in my phone. And also I put it in my Facebook. All my clients say, oh, I like. Oh, how can you do it? How can you do the reverse aging? Everybody, it's like a topic to my client. I don't tell them the trick. So, but we still have stress. I have stress to come here to talk to you. We have stress. But how can we manage it? Time management. So I have a physical diary. So I put all my tasks. I put preparation time, seeing my client, family time, my free time. I put it all there in a day, in a week, in a month. So I feel I'm organized. And also I make sure my job is fun. You know, we have to call people, right? When we call people, it's not necessarily they answer the phone. Right now, technology, they don't answer the phone. So we have to call them, text them. It can be boring, but I make it fun. How do I do it? I always call in front of my TV with my favorite show. So when I get depressed, I look at my comedy show and I laugh. So I make my call fun because I get myself entertained by the TV show. And I want to share with you, I'm dealing with dentists and doctors. It was 15 years ago. I start to go to the school. I sponsor their continuing education program. Because of that, in exchange, they give me the chance to talk to the dentists and doctor students. And this is how I start my business with the dentist and doctor. And I go to them and explain to about the disability insurance, critical illness, and life insurance in detail. At the same time, I also give them the tax planning in a different stage of their life. Even though they are 26 to 28 years old, and you can guess how old am I? 31 years in the business. Even I start in 10, right? No, I won't start in 10. So how can I put the generation gap narrower? Is the mindset. And also because of my experience, I become their life coach. I make use of my experience to become their life coach in different areas. Not only life insurance, financial planning, they ask me about education to the children, they ask me about health, they want to know how I keep my health. So they have a lot of different topics with the young people. At the same time, I also tell them that I give them a lot of services by seminar. I explain to them my experience in underwriting, claims, after-sales service, and also I get a lot of industry connection to them. I connect them to lawyers, accountants, suppliers, principal dentists, find a job for them, and if they need to find a practice, I help them. So this is all the service get together. When they buy the insurance, I always ask them to read this loudly for me. You are born free. Now you are expensive. With the $1 million, $2 million insurance, you are $2 million worth. Are you expensive now? So with my client, they all know that we grow together, we build together. I'm always with them every step of the way. At the same time, I want to make sure I serve my client, and I have to get continued education. So that's why I get a lot of destination. At the same time, I go to a lot of conferences like this, and KLU, and Advocates, and the MDRT. This is all the places that I can get motivated and technical knowledge, a lot of important information I get it from these seminars. Compliance. Right now we have a lot of compliance officers coming to see us. So, I need to be audited. Don't worry, I see it in a positive way. The compliance officer is the one who prepares in the future. God forbid that we have a lawsuit, that we are not afraid because we have all the documentation to take care of us. So we have to be prepared. And the compliance to make sure that we have the code of conduct. That means, for example, we have to be honest to them. We have to do the why letter. Why I choose this company for you? Why do you need that life insurance and critical illness and disability? How much? And at the same time, financial need analysis, that I do it for them, and it's all in the file. So this is a code of conduct that we have to achieve. My priority in my service is make sure I can take care of my client when they need me. That is the insurance claim. When it comes to insurance claim, I take care of my client. I help them to sign the form, to take care of the forms, and I chase the doctor to get the information for the insurance company. This is always my priority. Another priority is after-sales service. It's very important to do after-sales service because we get paid. Remember, we all get the renewal. So when the client calls me, you remember that they can change your servicing agent. Even though you still get the renewal, but this is something that we have to take care of our client. I always take care of my client when they need to do assignment with the bank. The banker say, you are the person who did everything right and fast. So this is something that I'm always proud of, is my after-sales service. In order to keep in touch with my client, I always use social media. Now I have to train myself to know all the media. WeChat, WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, you name it. At the same time, I also send them birthday cards and I organize seminars and information session. So to keep the relationship. Remember, technology can help us to take care of the relationship because my clients see me all the time. Like I see my client, the activities that they have in the Facebook. However, we always have to understand the relationship cannot only rely on technology. That's why we need to do face-to-face. If I know my client is having a baby, I call them, I ask if I can come and say hi to them. It's called face-to-face. And they also know that I can be reached anytime and anywhere. The most important thing is my client respect my time. They feel that I'm a professional. So when they ask for an appointment, they respect it. They look at the time and say, 1 hour, I need an hour with you to review my case. They are the one who keep up with the time. Oh, almost 1 hour. Amy, can you spare me another 5 minutes? I want to take an insurance plan for my son. So I said, no problem. So this is why we respect each other. And I always in time for my appointment. And I'm 10 minutes earlier, but in time, I go into the their house. And when they come to see me, all my clients are in time, on time. Okay, and my philosophy. I always explain my philosophy to my client that your interest is my priority, and we are working as a partner for life. I always remind them my philosophy. So, talking about my unique ability. Everybody have a unique ability. You have to find out what is your unique ability. My unique ability is prospecting and connecting people. I'm very good in connecting people. At the same time, because they like me, I'm a very good closer. So I'm doing closing cases. And I also help my associate to do closing. I just help one of my associates in Vancouver to close a doctor, and before the meeting, I give them the coach, and then she can close it in one time. At first, she asked me, Amy, do you think I have to see them the second time? I say, no, close in one time. I know exactly what it is, because when I call for her, because this is my client, and I know exactly what happened, so I give them a preview. Closing is important. You have to know your client, and then you close the case. So people will ask me, you have been in the business 31 years. How big is your case? How many cases you do? I want to share with you. How big are my cases? It depends on my client. It all depends on what do they need. Because if they are a student from medical school and dental school, they don't have a lot of money. They have a lot of debt. So when I have to take care of their insurance, I have to get a budget, a very reasonable budget for them. But the career will progress to a very good time. Like when at the time of the maturity, they will come to me and they ask me for more insurance. Maybe 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now. I can wait. I'm built up together, we grow together. Remember? So my case can be from $100 per month, $100 per year to $300,000 per year. So I have different cases. It depends on the client and how many cases I do. I have the passion to do this business. Every year I do around 300 cases. I love it because this is my passion. Whenever I close the case, I deliver the case, I feel good about that. So I have 300 times of enjoyment of doing that. And how do I do it? Of course, I can't do it by myself. This is my administration's people. So they are helping me to do different areas. Remember, my unique ability is only prospecting, connecting, and closing. How about after-sales service, claim, underwriting, group insurance, IT? What can I do? This is my group. And we are in harmony all the time. You know why? Because I always remind them, I'm the octopus, you are my extended arm, and I'm not bossy. I just have better idea. To tell you a secret, they are my boss. I'm not the boss because they always have better idea than me. So we are like a family with my administration team, and I want to develop them and to develop their unique ability. And after so many years in the business, I have to think about my succession plan because my client is very young. So sometimes they ask me, what is your succession plan? I do have 3 succession plan. It's 3 parts of succession plan. You look at that. The first one is I have Eminent here. Eminent is one of my associates who worked with me for 6 years. We are going to a lot of seminars together. We see clients. And then he is my succession plan part 1. I have part 2. Look at the handsome guy. He is only a high school graduate. Brandon. And then he liked this business. He told me, oh, I love this business because I know that his father is also in the business. Can you train me and talk to me? I said, no problem. You go to the university, finish it, and one day you will be my successor. So this is part 2. Part 3, Bella. I train her when she's in this world. The first day of the world, I tell her, insurance is important. You should help me. So you can see I have a good, good planning, right? Not only part 1, part 2, part 3. Our industry, we are rewarded to help people. This is a meaningful industry. We are protecting a lot of families. So this is why I love this business. We have the passion to the business because we are rewarding by helping people. The more people we help, the more reward we get. Where do you find industry like that? You can only maximize your reach to see more people if you have a momentum with a healthy body. That's why the first part of my speech, I want you to have a healthy body by taking care of yourself now. And also we have to motivate ourselves with a healthy mind, a positive attitude. And I will have a big thank you to our insurance provider. I hope they are here. I think they are all outside there. So, because they give us a lot of good products. They provide a lot of good products for us to help people, to protect people. And they also take care of our family by paying us good commission and bonus, right? And I have to thank Serge and Jim for organizing such a good conference for us to share and learn. At the same time, I want to also thank you to Advocates, KLU, MDRT, and other associations to give us a good infrastructure to learn. Today, I want you to follow your passion and keep our momentum going. And I'd like you to do a stretching. I'd like to ask you to stand up and give a round of applause to yourself and the amazing industry. So applause to yourself and keep the momentum going. We have to protect more people, do more cases. You have to beat me and do more than 300 cases a year and keep a good health. Thank you.